Not just Visa, Citibank Visa.
Okay. Who cares? All right, now on line 14, we have the one, the only, calling from Georgia, Hank Aaron.
Greetings, Hank.
Greetings to you. How are you?
Well, fine. What an honor to talk to you.
Well, thank you very much. Whom am I speaking with now?
This is Mark and Brian.
Okay, Mark, how are you? Brian, how are you?
We're fine, Hank. Listen, bud, don't know if you know the whole story, but tomorrow night we're playing Magic Johnson's All-Stars in softball, and we were wondering if we could get some batting tips from you.
I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Is that right?
No. I think you ought to beat those guys at least by 5 or 6 or 7, 8 runs.
What are you doing tomorrow night, Hank?
We could use something like that.
Can we fly you in? Hey, if we fly you in, we'll fly you in.
Ball player a long time ago, but I haven't hit a softball in so long. I doubt if I can hit one now.
All right, let's ask you this, and this is a serious question.
Okay.
Asking about power. Is it true that if you break your wrists midway through the swing, which I think that's what you primarily did, you never really swing very hard at the ball. You would break your wrists midway through the swing and sling that barrel head around you. Is that where your power primarily
That's right. But, now you're playing, but softball is a lot different now. You have to remember that when you're swinging at a baseball, which is coming up there about 90 miles an hour, that it's just like, a force, when you're hitting the ball, that's good. But now you're playing softball, and I assume that you guys are going to be playing modified softball, right?
Well, this is a high-pitch softball.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I tell you, you're going to have to demonstrate some real power there.
So you're saying the breaking of the wrist won't do any good?
I don't think the breaking of the wrist is going to do any good at all. I think the timing is going to mean everything.
Where do you want your weight, Hank, when you're actually connecting with the ball? Where should the weight be? Which foot?
The weight should be even, as the ball is, as you making contact with the ball, your weight should go forward. It's kind of like playing tennis. Mm-hmm. They always teach you carry your weight forward, not backward. That's where your weight should go when you're hitting the softball or baseball. Go forward with your weight.
So your weight should be on your front foot?
That's right. Oh, you mean what foot? Yes. Your weight should always shift from back to front, right.
And in softball, it's a little easier to choose a field as far as where you want to hit the ball, and we're assuming that if you step in the direction you want the ball to go, it will automatically go.
That's true. And I think that you guys shouldn't have any problem at all. Hit everything to right field.
Right field.
Yeah, I don't know who's out there. It doesn't really make any difference. Really. Hit it to right field, and I'm sure that those guys are not going to catch it.
All right, more importantly than any of the information you've given so far, when you're autographing a baseball or softball, do you do it like over the string, the little laces, or do you do it in the middle there, in the round part?
You do it in the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
What they call the sweet spot.
The sweet spot of the ball.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, that'll help us out.
So you have confidence in us?
I got all the confidence in the world. If this show was not live and it wasn't listening, I would bet on you guys, but the commissioner may hear me.
We fully understand. That might be an iffy thing for you.
So are you out there playing at all? I mean, do you like to get out in a diamond and hit some around still?
I have not. Mark or Brian? Which one?
Well, we're both here.
Okay, well, I haven't picked up a baseball bat in, I bet you, in 7, 8 years.
Well, now, have you done any of the old-timers games yet?
I would love to do them, but people just don't quite understand. I've been out of baseball now since 76.
Right.
And you have to remember that some of these guys are just retired now the last 2 years.
So they expect a home run every time you step up.
And that ball has come up there. These guys are still throwing 70 and 80 miles an hour, and my eyes hadn't seen that kind of pitching in a long time. So I prefer not playing in any games at all.
We understand.
I love to go out there and play, but I just can't. I can't do it anymore,
Uh-huh. Do you not even play softball?
I tried, when I first retired from baseball, I tried to play softball, and I found myself slowly gaining weight, and I said, now what in the heck am I doing? Found out that these guys wasn't interested in playing softball. They was interested in drinking beer after the game was over. And I said, hey, I got to watch this, man. I'm going to be an alcoholic if I don't watch myself. So,
well, we got that concern.
The softball is a good game, though, really. And I admire those who play it. And as I said, I started out my career as a softball player. I was a very good softball player, but used to play fast pitch.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, removing it from softball, I grew up in the South watching the Atlanta Braves when you were with them. And as baseball fans from around the world, you gave us many exciting games, many exciting moments. And a real honor to speak with you, a Hall of Famer and a man who's down in the history books, is hitting the most home runs in the history of the game.
Well, thank you very much. And as I said before, I'm sure you guys are going to have fun. This is for a very good cause, and I just want to wish you the best of luck. And tell Magic I said hello. I know he's going to have a lot of fun as you have fun doing everything.
We will do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hank, one more question, and this is probably the most asked question of you, but when you broke the record, that home run, were you glad to get it over with? What was going through your mind when you saw it say it out of the park?
Yes, I was. I was very glad to get it over with. I have been through 2.5 years of, well, I hate to use this term, just probably hell, because I had to answer the same questions over and over and over again. But I was really glad it was over with. It was, pardon me, it was slow in coming, but I enjoyed it. It was a chase that I will never forget. It's a chase that I probably, a lot of people will never forget, because it was kind of like a countdown, Every time I hit one, they said, well, he needs 40 more, 30 more, and it was a countdown. And it was a challenge to me. Every time I saw it in the paper, somebody said, well, you need 20 more. It was a challenge to me to go out the next day and look at the paper the next day and say he needs 19,
The majority...
It was fun.
The majority behind you wanting you to do it, as you said, a countdown, but there were some people that were against you breaking the record.
True. And
you went through some terrible times there.
Well, that's right. But, and that's fine. That's what makes this country is what it is. You have a right to do and choose whatever you want to do. But the thing that I like about it, it wouldn't have bothered me if it gotten to the point that people would say, well, Babe Ruth was my fan, and I don't want you to break his record. And I had some people to come up and talk to me like that. But then I had people come up to me and said, the reason I don't want you to break it is because you're black, and that was terrible, And I couldn't digest it, and it left an everlasting mark on me, what people were saying. Because I wasn't doing anything but playing baseball and trying to bring a little enjoyment to people that, that everybody enjoyed,
Well, Hank, the really cool thing is that the record book doesn't show the color of the ball player. It simply says Hank Aaron, 750. How many was it did you wrap up with?
55.
755 times you sent a baseball over the wall.
No, I think it was 54, Hank. 754. Pretty sure. Now, listen, as Mark said, it's an honor to talk to you and a real pleasure for us to be able to say thank you.
You guys, and here again, I want to wish you all the best of luck. I know you're going to have fun, and this is really for a great cause, and I'm just happy. I wished I was there to play.
So do we.
Yeah, it'd be great just to see you, man.
I don't know what I could contribute other than probably making myself look foolish, but hey.
It works for us.
I would enjoy it,
Thank you for your talent.
Thank you very much. You guys have fun.
We will.
All right.
See you, Hank.
Bye-bye.
All right, Henry Aaron, cool. Hank Aaron.
What a nice guy.
The guy who gave up home run number 715 to break the record works here.
What now?
The guy who
The
gave
pitcher?
up home run 715 works here.
Who?
Al Downing. He hosts a talk show on the KABC. The former Dodger pitcher, former Yankee and Dodger
Have we
pitcher.
met this man?
I don't know.
Let's go rib him.
He's not. I mean, he's not here at the moment. Yeah, in my hard time.
So you threw up a grapefruit, did
Guess
you?
who we just talked to?
I got to tell you how that call came about. The other day back in the office, a listener called up, real nice guy, and he said, I have a connection with Hank Aaron, and, unfortunately, he's out of town, so you can't get him for the game, but, maybe I can get him to call and give the guy some batting tips. I said, wow, that would be great. The guy wanted nothing in return. He just...
Thank you. Do you know his name, the listener's name? That was just super. Thanks for thinking of us. That was very nice of you, and again, that was an honor to speak to him.